Welcome to Eagles and Airwaves, voices and topics from Thompson Valley's high school students.
Hi, we have Marley,
Ava.
Madeline.
and we're gonna argue over dumb crap.
Yep.
What?
All right.
Ava has the first question, and we have Ava and Madeline fighting over it.
Leftover pizza is better eaten cold rather than reheating it.
It's cold.
Fight over it.
Better cold.
But it's not. If you warm
But
it up,
it
then
is.
it's like fresh pizza.
No, the thing is, like, you can feel all the grease that was just was frozen, and it's not good.
You can feel that when it's cold.
No, you can't.
You warm it up and it's gone.
No, it's not. It gets greasier when you warm it up.
You warm it up with a wet
When
paper.
you warm up your pizza?
You warm it up with a wet paper towel in the
wet paper
microwave.
towel?
That way the crust doesn't get like hard
No,
and
I've actually
chewy,
never
and it
microwaved
keeps
pizza.
the grease off of it. But if you eat it cold, then you can like feel like the hard grease.
And
it's like biting into
cold.
like
Pizza
butter.
should not be cold.
It's like biting
If
into
it's
butter.
leftover pizza, it's okay cold. If it like gets delivered cold, it's not okay.
Okay.
But if it's leftover,
Big
it's fine.
difference.
But
Very
if
big
you
difference.
reheat it, then it's fresh again.
No.
Yes.
That is very false, Ava. It is not fresh again.
I think it is.
It's not. That's like,
Who says it's not? It's warm.
I'm pretty
and
sure
it's
everyone says it's not
soggy.
fresh.
It's not.
It is
soggy.
soggy. It's not good.
Taking a bite of cold pizza is like biting into a stick of hard butter.
What? How cool? Like, what's the temperature of your fridge that is like biting into hard butter?
You can taste all the grease. It's like solidified.
Gross. You can't taste any of the grease. You just taste cheese
No,
and
no,
bread.
no, it's the texture of biting into hard butter. You
No,
are
it's
wrong.
You are wrong.
You are completely wrong.
No.
Oh my gosh.
All right, should we do another pizza one, or should we do something
sure. Is it the
else?
pineapple?
No, round pizza is better than rectangular pizza.
Oh,
It depends on the
it's
context.
true. I feel like most
No,
square pizzas have like no crust. It's just like
That's
I love crust.
crust is such like a
but like
so delicious.
you get a
I love
square
crust.
pizza. Then depending on the size of it,
It's
you can
fun
have
how
like
it's different, but I don't
one's-
like the
I
edges
like it
and
for like
crust.
school
And it's so
lunches,
thin.
but I like the crust.
But if you can get like some pieces that have crust. But if you just want
But,
like,
like,
the
it's
toppings, you can
hard,
just
like,
eat the inside
It's
pieces.
hard and thin.
It's-
It's gross.
yeah, it
Like, if
is
you're
really
sick of the
hard. Like it's never soft.
What kind of
The school pizza.
The school pizza?
I've never had square pizza that's not from the school.
Really?
Yeah.
I have.
What about
I
deep
had it-
dish? Do you guys like deep
what's
dish?
deep
I've actually never had a deep dish.
Oh.
You're kidding me, right?
No.
You guys have never had deep dish.
I
Pizza?
don't even know what it is.
I can't even actually really have pizza, so
Oh.
I can't have red sauce.
Oh.
These are very interesting. I still eat it.
Well-
Will I throw up and cry about it later? Yes.
If you guys have never had deep dish, I cannot argue this with you because deep dish is the best pizza there is, and it's rectangular.
What do you?
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys are all wrong
Right,
immediately. There's no
right.
other answers.
Oh
And
my
where did all
gosh.
my topics go?
Uh-oh.
I ate them.
Where'd they go?
What?
Let's see. I don't. All right. The next question is: should people be allowed to go barefoot wherever they want or not?
No.
First of all, gross. Put your dogs away. Get some
Exactly.
leashes because those need to go away. Get a muzzle or something. Those dogs need to be gone.
You don't want people walking around your grocery store
No.
barefoot?
No. Do you know?
Also,
Okay, one.
that's so dangerous.
It's so
like nails
gross.
and like. Can you imagine how gross that would be? And
the
it'd be painful.
bacteria.
It's
If
your.
everyone
Are
was
you
walking-
putting your damn feet in your
I'm-
mouth?
No. Well, no, not me.
Why are you worried? Why are you worried about the bacteria?
It's gross.
Okay.
Like
Also,
you know how like
I don't
football,
know.
everyone and like
I walk around barefoot.
foot
I walk
funguses
around
and
barefoot,
stuff.
not in public spaces.
Yeah.
Like if it's in my backyard,
Yeah.
sure.
I
as
walked
long as the dog.
back and forth across the CSU campus multiple times barefoot
with
I've-
no
I guess-
socks on.
with no socks on.
Okay,
I've
because
actually
I was
been
in
down my
dress.
street with
I
no
just took my dress
socks.
shoes off, took
that
my
just
socks
seems
off, and I walked.
dangerous too. Like
But your feet would get
First of all, it's
calloused and they'd be
gross.
fine.
Second of all,
mean,
what
yeah.
about like
I
all
mean,
the
like, when I'm
diseases
camping-
feet have, like in showers, like public showers?
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah, no,
a
that's-
whole different
No, it's
story.
not.
No,
You're
it's like
public.
basically the same as walking in a grocery
Yeah.
store barefoot.
No,
all the
because
feet.
no.
It
Yes.
is. Also, the amount of like people spill food and they don't
Yeah.
clean it that well sometimes. So you just
I think I'd rather
You'd feel
walk
the
around a
sticky-
grocery store barefoot than in a public shower barefoot.
I'd rather not go barefoot.
Yeah,
in either of those
I'd rather be always
places.
wearing shoes.
No, but like I would walk around a park barefoot.
Well,
Easily.
If
Well,
it's
maybe
like,
if like in grass or
Yeah.
nature, but not like
like I go
Concrete?
camping. When I'm camping, I'm barefoot 90% of the time.
I never wore shoes going to the park. Like I'd get out of the car without shoes on.
I guess it's fine if it's a place that's like naturey or like
Yeah.
whatever, but not
But I
like,
feel like a children's
shopping
like a
or like a
playground.
mall or walking through the street. Like the amount of like thorns I
Okay,
get in
guess
my
I've
shoes,
run up
the
and
amount
down
of
my street barefoot
rocks.
just randomly. So.
Yeah, but like just public. First of all, it's
Yeah.
gross. Like imagine just walking around the school
Like,
and you hear the
imagine
slapping
going
of
to,
feet
like-
on the ground the whole
Oh,
time.
I feel like I'm not gonna win this argument.
No.
2v1.
Like no, okay. Imagine like going to a restaurant and being barefoot.
Yeah.
No. Like imagine if it was like a Texas Roadhouse and there's like I don't know. I've actually never
feet
been to a Texas
everywhere.
Roadhouse. I can't make
Why
that
did you-
argument.
why'd you
I don't
pick
know.
that
It was
one?
the first restaurant that
You
came
didn't
to
like
my
pick
mind.
McDonald's or something? No, you picked one you've never been to.
McDonald's. I don't know. No
Next.
walking barefoot anywhere.
Next.
No, absolutely
Um,
not. It's gross,
was like-
unhygienic. It's dangerous. Like nails. I've gotten nails in my shoes all the time, and screws.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday is the worst day of the week.
Mm.
I pick Tuesday always.
I think Tuesday.
Yeah.
Monday is like notoriously bad, so you like consciously know it's
prepare for
terrible.
it.
But then Tuesday, you're like, how is it not Friday? I feel like I've spent 5 weeks here.
No, like,
yeah.
Tuesday's like the real Monday.
Well, Mondays
Yeah.
used to be my worst days because we'd have every single class,
Yeah.
and then I used to be scheduled for Mondays from 5 to 10:45. I was like, I'm gonna crash out.
no,
But Tuesdays are
hate
are
Tuesdays.
worse. They're so
I like my Tuesday classes, but by the end of the day, I feel like I've been through World War I and
I
II.
don't
Like
really
it's
like
just
my Tuesday
such a long day.
classes.
You still have the whole week left.
that's it. Like the whole week. You have the whole week.
I don't
Yeah.
know, I've just-
Monday's got a thing. Monday's the worst day of the week. Whatever.
I feel like
right?
consciously I'm like, okay, Monday's the worst, but now it's over. Now
Wednesday?
it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, the middle of the week, you're getting
And we have late
over
Hump day.
start.
late start. You got Thursday,
Thursday,
which is okay because
Hyping
it's
up,
almost
hyping
Friday.
up,
And then you got
Friday's
Friday.
perfect, the
Every
best
single
day.
day is a
But then you
bad
got
day. I don't
Tuesday
know.
in the middle of all that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday
No,
has
like,
nothing
Thursday
so
has-
bad.
Yeah.
No, hate it.
Tuesday's just like the most random day to be thrown in there, and it's just
I
like
know.
You don't need it.
Unnecessary. Let's
and
get rid of.
Makes
Get
us
rid
all
of
hate it.
Tuesday. Make the week
Petition.
shorters.
Yeah.
Make Tuesday a part of the weekend.
Yeah. Right.
Just have Tuesdays off.
Yes, I
all
think
the
Tuesday
time.
should be off.
Um,
Let's see. What else? All right. Should Santa's elves be paid minimum wage? No. Just no.
what would their minimum wage be?
Candy
Like-
canes and lollipops.
I
I don't know. Hot chocolate. They get
Does
paid in
Santa even
marshmallows.
have money?
No,
Who
because he
knows?
doesn't need to buy anything.
He doesn't
Yeah,
get
he makes it all.
If he doesn't get paid, why do the elves need to get paid?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
They're
yeah.
they're getting the joy. They get to feel the joy of all the children that they're creating.
They get paid in joy.
they get
That's the joy. They watch the smiles on children's faces.
Yeah.
It's not like they
I've
work
seen my cousins
every
cry.
day
But the question
for
is,
the entire year except one night.
Yeah.
do they?
Maybe they just have. Maybe they make one toy and then they have a
need
machine
the
to duplicate it.
I
Maybe.
know. We
How
need
does that work?
technicalities here. We need like.
We need like,
Like,
a pay system.
I don't know
much
how
do they
Santa's workshop works.
Yeah,
so
we need a.
think
This
let's,
is a very hard
let's,
argument.
let's think
Let's bring-
elf.
let's bring one of
like
Santa's
elf.
little-
Oh, like Elf.
Let's think like elf. So they like
Okay.
I haven't watched Elf in years actually.
Me neither.
Okay.
Oh.
What do they do?
I just know they sit in like a little area and
just
just like
sit
they
and
make it
work.
and then they paint
test it.
But they feel
they
so
test
happy.
it.
They're the happy.
I know.
Yeah.
people.
So
Actually,
if-
some of them looked really grumpy in that movie.
Okay, but
Yeah.
if they're happy,
Um,
I don't think that they need to get paid. Personally.
Yeah.
Also,
Like,
the
I don't
question
like
is,
my job.
Do they pick that job or are they forced to work that job? 'cause
Yeah.
they're
That's a
elf?
good question.
Do they have different jobs? They're like reindeer carriers.
I think
or
so,
like,
yeah.
Do they get to choose or
Do
are they
they-
like Is it like Tinkerbell where you're assigned a job at birth?
I guess it depends on all the stuff.
But
Yeah.
isn't it like a career high, like the Bee movie, where you just look up to getting your job your whole life?
Maybe. I've never
Maybe.
seen the Bee movie.
Really?
I
You're
want
so
to.
lucky.
It's horrible.
It's so bad.
so
Like
bad.
it's the worst movie in
even the
existence.
plot?
It's
It's-
a
there's
woman
not
falling
one.
in love with a bee,
Yeah.
basically.
You're
She leaves her. Are they
Her boyfriend?
married? I think her boyfriend.
Fiancé?
I don't know. She leaves her partner for a bee.
for the bee that she
For the
talks
bee.
to.
Yeah.
No, they're-
she's like her partner's like the only sane person in that. I
No,
don't
so they
know.
get in this little car. And this is the only part of the movie I remember. They all get put in their little car and they drive around and they're like, "This is the job you will have for
Yeah.
the rest of your life."
It's also the scene with the cousin. He's like, "That's my cousin." He's like, "Really? We're
Yeah.
all cousins."
Yeah.
After he called him
and you
hot.
like
Or
you
hot.
constantly get jobs because bees are
Yeah.
constantly like being born and
'Cause-
dying,
Uh-huh.
and so you just
Yeah.
get them constantly, but you only get that one job for your entire life,
Yeah.
and it's
Maybe that's what
But
it
Barry B.
is.
Benson wanted his job to be saving honey from people,
yeah, it's
and then all the bees lost their job
yeah,
because
it's
they didn't need
bad.
to do anything anymore.
It's so bad.
Wasn't there also a drag queen in that movie?
Oh,
I don't remember.
There was in that little like fake like those little boxes that they have where they steam them, and it was like, that's not even a real queen. That's a drag queen.
real woman.
That's a man dressed up as a queen.
What the heck?
I don't even remember.
That movie was
I
a
feel like
fever
I
dream.
need
No,
to
that
watch it
was
now.
like
Such a
such
bad
a
movie.
horrible movie.
I want to
Like-
watch it and see what is even
Like,
happening.
It's so that I just there's one scene I specifically remember, which was them like it's the lady and the bee sitting and having like a cup of coffee together, and it's so weird because they're like, oh my gosh, it's
That's
so weird.
embarrassing for the lady.
No, it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Dude,
it's
the
such a
fiancé-
bad movie.
Fiance, like
no, when he like tried to kill the bee, and I was like, "Yeah,
Yes.
get him!"
Well,
and
like,
then
I
she
don't
like
really-
traps him in a jar, and he's like, "No, don't
He
kill
dodged
him."
a
Well, I mean,
bullet
I
with
don't
that
really
lady,
like killing
though.
bees. Wasps, on the other hand, I will murder.
Oh, me too.
I went to my little summer camp thing, and we had a wasp infestation. We got so good at just smacking bees midair and just
okay,
murdering them.
me and
We
my
got-
brother were a little bit more special than that.
Oh,
We had like like those blue snowball maker clamp things.
yeah. Did you like?
we would send I would send my brother out to catch them, so he'd take them and he'd run out to the grass and he'd clamp them in the grass, and they'd be in there and they'd buzz and you could hear them buzz, and he'd walk them over to me and I would take them and I'd hold them tight and I'd put them in a bucket of water and I'd slowly let the air out the top so the bee would have to come out the top, and right when I could see its head poke out, I would clamp it shut just enough so it didn't like cut its head off.
Oh
But
my
it was just
god!
like slowly drowned. And I want to let you know I was no older than 7.
Oh my
I
god!
was like probably like 5 or 6.
Oh.
And we would do this all summer long.
Do I need to call Safe to Tell or something?
No,
Is that
we
like-
would
I
like
feel
concerning.
we would purposely like, because my dad would just be like, go outside, and we'd spend like 8 hours a day outside in the summer. So I'd fill up this old like Folgers coffee pot that we had, like one of the
Oh my
plastic
God.
buckets that the coffee comes in, and we would take it
Yeah.
out to the yard, and I'd fill it up with hose water,
You
and
know-
I would send my brother out to catch these, and I would.
You know what I did with those buckets? I put grass in them and made soup.
I know. I made
we would count how many heads we had.
You know what's funny? I've actually never been stung by a wasp, but I have like such a big hatred of them. But I've been stung by bees twice.
So I stepped on a wasp last
Stepped on a
summer. I was stung 3 times at once when I was in preschool. I got stung in the back, I've literally been stung so many times I can't even count anymore. Over 15 times,
So my
never
cousins,
been
they live like in the middle of nowhere in Kansas.
as you do in
And-
Kansas, because
Yeah,
everywhere is
everywhere's
the
in-
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but like their neighbors have to drive if they want
Yeah.
to say hi. But because it's like Houston, they know everyone in the town.
right,
I'm like,
right.
did I say Houston?
You did say-
Hoisington? My bad. But they have like this line of like pine bushes. And me and my cousin once went in there. She got stung. I was right next to her, but she got stung 7 times in the back. And I was just, nothing happened to me. I was
You were just
there.
Oh, I would have hated you so much.
My cousin doesn't even remember this, but I remember it. And I'm like, I still want to know how that
I know.
happened. Because I didn't get stung at all. But she got stung 7 times.
Yeah, no, I would be
We
going
need to
crazy.
go on to the next question.
Oh, yeah, we
Okay.
got off topic.
Hey,
I'm talking
hey,
about
hey,
bees.
hey. Hey, guess what? All right,
Next.
what superpower is the best? I feel like there's a lot of options to this.
There
think
is.
flying is really cool.
Or like shape shifting,
shape shifting.
because then you can just kind of turn into anything.
Anything?
Yeah, like a beetle.
corn on the cob.
Okay, I meant like shape shifting like animals, so like different people.
The question is, can
animal.
you talk to that animal? Like
If you could, that'd be cool.
as
Like if-
well of turning into it, you gain all the
I feel like
abilities.
I feel like that would be.
Like wildcrats?
Yes.
Oh,
I love wild crats. But they can't actually talk to the animal. They just kind of
They're just kind of there.
yeah. But like if you could actually talk to the
That'd
animal,
be cool if you gained everything of the animal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
But
wild
also
crats so much.
consciously human.
Right.
Yeah,
still-
yeah. Like you're human, but you're also. I feel like it'd be really scary though if you were like in a shape shifting form for so long you slowly forget that you're actually human.
Like you keep shape
That
shifting. I would never
terrifies
turn
me.
back into a human.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be like a bird and just go like sayonara.
You just like be a dude for
I'm
a day,
out.
right? All that
Um,
random stuff.
Teleportation is cool too, because like
yeah.
Okay, the
anywhere.
Okay, but what?
Marley's heard this before. Mine's really weird.
Yours doesn't even make
Okay.
sense, dude.
Mine's
Yours is
neuroelectric
creepy.
interfacing.
what?
So basically,
English, please.
it's basically like
in Roblox
what is it
terms.
called? Like
Play Roblox.
it's basically like telepathy, except you connect to like their
Mm.
neurons
Oh wait,
and
that
like their
actually would be
nervous
cool.
system. So like
you guys are
you
so
could
Have
just
you-
like move. You could like move their limbs
That'd
and like
be so cool.
com-
Actually,
you could like completely redo their thoughts, and it's so weird.
I don't like it.
You know
No, it's
Have
I
you
think it's so
seen-
cool.
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
No.
You know how? Oh, well, you know how Katara can like bloodbend.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
She can
That'd be
control
so,
people's
like-
blood, and that's how she can control limbs. Because
Okay,
she has
that's-
their blood. She's a waterbender, but she was powerful enough to
Control the water in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And
you could
that'd be so weird.
you
to
could do
feel,
that
though.
with like
Ugh.
with mine, because you're
It's
just
just
like
neuro.
it's
Yours is
all
just
it's
science.
all
like
in
a
your
neuro
brain.
Yours
link,
is science
but it's
just
to
fit.
you.
Because like your heart has like electricity in it, and that's
Yeah.
like all neurons and stuff. So you could just like
You're,
stop
you're
people's
basically
hearts.
just a bag of flesh
Oh.
controlled by neurons. And if you
Ava-
could take control, of it, you
look
basically
way too excited.
You know what'd be really funny?
Stop their heart.
mind control.
Mind
Would you also be
control.
able to stop their heart with mind control? Like you just like shut off that part
I
of
don't
their
know,
mind?
because like everyone's like, oh, telepathy, but that's just reading thoughts. No, this
Yeah.
is like
telepathy's just reading thoughts.
fully.
Do you like access what they're
controlling.
thinking?
That'd
That's
be weird.
that's like accessing what they're thinking and then being like, no, you don't get to think that anymore, and
That's
completely
insane.
changing
That's
it.
scary.
Stop thinking about breathing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
No, you
make,
could
no, make your immune system think about how your eyes are there.
Oh,
Because
you-
they will.
because they'll attack it.
Yeah, because they don't know it's there.
Because it's like
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your immune system realizes you have eyes, it will attack them and you will
Yeah.
become blind.
Does that happen to people?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Like
horrifying.
their immune system comes
Guys,
like
close
aware
your
of
ears.
eyes.
They might hear.
I think it could still hear,
Uh,
but
No, so that's
Just-
like a weird.
yeah.
It's
That's
so weird.
Why do we get so
crazy.
scientific with this?
Why, and why do we like take a
Actually.
topic and then we go down a whole
You know what you
rabbit
need
hole?
to do? Like the what's it called? Hold on. It doesn't have a name
got it.
actually. You just like control bone, like separate
Oh.
bones, control them back together. That'd be
What?
weird. I don't
like
think that's a name. I think
doctor?
that's just something I just
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
I don't.
If that's what you wanted to do.
I don't know how I feel about that.
like
Or,
imagine
like,
just
healing
feeling your
would be
bones
cool.
split in half and just
Oh.
like your arm. Do you know what happens when you twist your arm? It's
your
so
bone
gross.
shift.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like goes
What
on
the
top. It's like
frick?
ew, it's so weird. I hate.
What?
I hate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
Like,
technically,
I
just
like bones, but that's
closing your
weird.
hand.
Okay.
It's
okay.
so weird
So
to
what's
think
the best
about it.
power?
Oh,
best- Mine.
No,
yeah,
yours is
actually,
weird.
I
don't
agree.
like- I
Imagine
don't
being able
like
to shapeshift
yours.
and do that.
I don't like yours.
You don't like mine?
I think it's cool being able to just
it's
like control
crazy.
people's
One
like
thing
neurons.
also would be like controlling time, like fast forward, rewind,
Yeah.
or pause. I feel like that'd be so cool.
you know,
you
have
can
ever
just
seen
walk
Spy
around.
Kids,
Yes.
like the one with the like the lady who had like the
and the thumbs.
Yes.
yeah.
It took me a
I
while, but
love
yes.
the thumb thumbs. You know what my friend said? She said Isley looked like a thumb thumb. Spy Kids.
So bad. So bad.
He's been controlling my grade right now, so.
I've never had him.
You've
I've
never.
only-
I
he's
love
a
him.
menace. It's so funny.
I've heard about the things he's talked about. I'm
Oh,
like, what
he-
is this?
He's
so funny.
such a great guy.
Okay.
Next
Next topic.
What else do
I was
we
about
have?
to say something. Oh, You could just like pause time and walk around the
Oh,
school
yeah.
and see what everyone's doing.
You know
And
what?
just like look. It'd be so
Sorry.
cool. Like in Megamind when he just
yeah.
I've never
when-
seen Megamind. I just know you look like him.
Really? Wow. You have to watch Megamind though. It's like,
than I am.
no, you have to watch Megamind though. It's like the
It's
best
so funny. I
movie
think you would
in
love it.
existence.
I think you would love it. It's so
like it's one
funny.
of the best movies
It's
ever.
so funny. Oh my gosh.
I
okay,
love
next,
it.
next.
Okay.
Okay.
Is water
Oh,
wet or does it just
Oh,
make things
wait.
wet?
Can we go back to the other thing I had a
yeah.
question?
What was it?
Being able to rewind time.
Uh-huh.
Like there's been so many times where I've like I knew an answer to a question,
Oh, I
didn't answer it,
know.
and then he says it. I'm like, dang, I should
I
have said it. I was
know.
right.
Also, some of the embarrassing things I do.
Oh,
I'm like,
absolutely.
yeah.
Can
No, I wish
just
I could take
not
those
do
back.
that?
All right. Is water wet or does it just make things wet?
Both. I think
Yeah.
both. It is
I don't
wet.
know.
Is it wet or does it just make
Yes,
things wet?
Both.
Both.
Well, like
it is wet, and it makes
don't think
things
it's-
wet.
wet.
I don't-
that
I
hurts
don't
my
know.
brain. My
I
brain
don't like
is
that.
actively
Well,
growing.
because
so
it's
here's,
like-
here's my theory.
If
It's not wet because it's just a bunch of molecules.
yeah,
It's not
It just-
considered
then
wet
what is
until,
wetness?
it's like-
until it gets on something else.
yeah, it's like
So
until
what
the
is
molecules
wetness?
spread
I
onto
don't know.
other like conflict with other things. But
it's
like,
just molecules on a thing. Then it's not wet.
I've
Yeah.
decided.
If molecules
This is
bleed
the only
onto
way I can
something-
think about this.
If molecules
Don't ruin it.
bleed onto something, then they can't be changed.
yeah, but like that's like saying is dry.
Well, it
dry?
makes it heavier.
Like is,
okay, let's. My brain hurts. Let's
Is it-
move
well,
on.
I don't know.
Yeah, now I'm
That's
confused
it's
again.
just- I don't know.
Now
That's
Ava looks
making me sad.
sad. She looks sad
Um,
and scared and confused.
I'm sad, scared, and confused.
Yep, that's
I don't like
exactly
that
how it
question. That
should
kind of
be.
makes me uncomfortable.
No, I ask people that all the time, and that I've only decided that I have to think about it my one way. Otherwise, it just
Scientifically.
Let's
makes,
ask Google.
it makes me hurt.
Do you think Google
Makes
thinks
my
it's
brain
wet? Is
hurt.
water wet?
You gotta ask AI.
Or does it just make
Or-
things
I don't-
wet?
I don't
Water
know.
itself is not wet, but it has the ability to make things wet.
See?
That doesn't make
That
sense.
doesn't make sense. Like
I
I,
feel
feel
like
like
I'm
it
right.
would be wet, but it's like not.
But it's
But it
if
makes
nothing's
things
in it.
wet.
If nothing's in it, how do we know
Yeah.
it's wet?
Yeah.
It's like air.
It's
It
when you
is like
touch water,
air.
it's wet. If you touch something that water touched, it's wet. I don't.
What
Yeah.
what if
But it
if
can't
water
change-
itself is
what if
not
like fish and things
wet.
don't consider water wet? It's like them and air. Like we
Well,
think
they
the
do
air
consider
is,
it air
yeah,
because
they
that's how they
breathe
breathe.
but like what if our air to them is wet?
Oh,
That's weird.
I
don't-
don't.
what if,
I
what if?
don't.
Imagine,
Okay,
like, a
next
really
question. I
humid
don't
air.
like this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Question.
Should there be traffic lanes in the hallways?
Yes.
Yes. People don't.
Please.
There needs to be speed limits. There needs
Yes.
to be minimum
The
speed
minimum
limits.
speed limit needs to be fast paced.
Yes.
I can't. I get stuck behind slow walkers.
There
and I'm
needs
like,
to
I
be-
don't know them, but like the
there
urge to
needs-
just like start pushing them
Yes.
forward.
There needs to be
like,
single
shoulder.
lanes.
I need
There
you to
needs to be a
stop.
shoulder where people can stop, so they don't stop in the middle of the hall.
We
Yeah.
have big enough hallways that I think there needs to be like 2-lane highways. You got the
We're
passing
supposed
lane,
to like there's
and
like
you have this
Mhm.
like slow, lane.
Yeah.
People
you
who are
have to-
dilly-dallying.
You have to walk
should-
single file.
We should bulldoze every wall and make better. We should make lanes.
just change up
'cause-
the entire school just to make the
Yes.
Yeah.
halls better. No, because there is the like unspoken hallway rule. No one follows it. I'm like, just
No.
walk on your side of the lane, okay?
Yes.
I should
And-
not be running into you right now.
It
You
You're gonna
walk
be a terrible
single
driver.
file when it's passing period, so that people that
Yes.
are faster can
Like
get
if
by.
it's like during
Yes.
lunch, yeah, you can walk in like groups
Yeah.
of at least like
however
the
many.
minimum of people during passing period is like 2
Yeah.
Mhm.
that can be standing next to each other because
Yeah.
you can fit 4 people
ish.
ish
Yeah.
in the hallway.
4 or 5.
4 or
which is-
5,
Five
depending.
five kind of pushes it.
5
Yeah.
does
3
kind
and
of push
2.
it. 5 is like you're really shoved together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But 4 is like the minimum of people that can be
Yeah.
standing next to each other in a hallway.
And they should be walking fast if they want to walk like that.
Yes.
They
should be
Dude,
very
our
considerate of
friends walk
others.
so slow.
It makes me so mad.
Like
Oh my
you're
gosh.
in other
Drives me
people's
crazy.
way. Please go.
I have this one friend who walks so slow, and me and
It
my friend
makes
are
me
such
so
fast walkers.
mad.
We're like trying to like walk fast,
Yeah.
but she's walking slow, and then we have to slow down our pace. And we're like, "Can you just walk,
Yeah.
please?"
Literally.
Okay. Is like prepping for the apocalypse something we should all do or not?
Probably.
I mean, somewhat. I feel like you
somewhat.
should have like batteries and band-aids.
My
and a
dad has a
pack or
whole
whatever.
plan set out.
I
Like
think
he
you
has a
should-
written fire plan.
Your dad's
basically.
a
I think
prepper.
I think you should
Yes.
think about it. Maybe not go in depth and be like, "Oh, we're all gonna die tomorrow" or whatever. But like,
Well-
I feel like you should know what.
I feel like I'd
should
be a
happen.
prepper.
I feel like it really depends. Because what if you don't know what to prep? Like if
Yeah,
it's like the,
just
like
do
the specific
basic
apocalypse?
necessities.
Like cans.
Like I feel like in movies, most people have very limited. It's just all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like
Yeah.
there's a bomb or something. So I feel like we should all be somewhat prepared. Like
You
my
should
mom
have a
has
good
stuff.
idea.
You should at
Yeah.
least think about
my
it.
so my dad
somewhat.
stocks tortillas. So he's like, I
Yeah.
have a truck filled with tortillas. I can put cans in there. I can put a gun if I need to. We
Mhm.
can just drive up to the mountains in my semi truck. I'm like, it's not really a semi truck. It's just a big.
Big truck.
Big old truck.
Yeah.
But like it's
I feel like I
no
feel like you
plan.
need to have like,
And I think you should think about it. And
Think about
you
it.
should prep for
Yeah.
it somehow.
and you should have
somewhat.
basic
like in a way, I'm
knowledge
pretty sure
on how
my
to survive.
grandma got a bunch of like. This was like during COVID when she genuinely thought everyone like
Mhm.
she's like okay she's an interesting character.
I'm sure.
But she got like big containers of like carbon monoxide.
Mhm.
They're like, what do you need that
Yeah, what
for?
the heck?
I feel like everyone should
What are you
like
doing?
just know how to survive without like electricity and stuff.
Yeah,
Because you're
Candles.
literally
And
going back to the
spend a
Stone
weekend
Age.
with the Amish
Yeah.
if you really need to.
No, you're literally going back to the Stone Age.
We
Yeah.
had
Tractors,
power.
farm equipment, lliterally
had-
nothing works.
Yeah.
Nothing
had-
gets
Start learning how to
manufactured.
horseback ride, guys.
Yeah.
Get a bug and carriage.
No
Spend
gas.
a weekend with the Amish.
Our power went out with 20 minutes warning, and we had like nothing. All of our stuff in our fridges spoiled and stuff because it was off for like over 24 hours with 20-minute warning, and it was on my phone. My parents didn't even know about it.
Get an ice box.
So
Yeah.
ever since we've been like prepared for it, and like we were thinking about getting a generator or something, but we ended up not because it's freaking expensive.
Yeah,
But-
I have a
we-
generator. Just
That's
because
when
we
you just go to
outdoor
the.
camping a lot.
That's when you just go and buy a bunch of like styrofoam coolers and ice,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we did. We bought a bunch of ice and stuff.
and then you just keep
Or
it
you
as
know,
cold
have you
as
ever read
can.
the Boxcar Children?
Yes.
You know how they just like put their milk in like the river.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Box of
Oh, me
Children.
too. It was like my favorite book as a kid.
Have
my
you
mom
seen the
read it to me.
shows?
No, there's
No,
shows.
there's shows.
Yes. I haven't watched them in many moons, but I
No,
think they're
I made my
amazing.
mom read it to me because I couldn't read.
That is sad. Isn't it like a 5th grade level book?
It's not even
Not
probably.
even.
Leave me alone. Okay, she had to read. She had to read Lord of the Flies to me last year. And
Oh my.
Hoffman's.
Are
Okay.
you
Actually, no.
serious?
My freshman year, me and my friends, we had to read in accents to even get through the book to memorize anything. None of them were British, by the way. You know the setting that all of these characters are from.
Mhm.
They were Australian. Piggy was a Valley girl. Simon was. I don't know. My friend kept going like, "Well, actually," and I wanted to like tweak out every single. I was so happy when he died because I mean she could stop because it was so bad. We started making a script too.
That's
We're gonna recreate the Lord of the Flies over the summer.
You know, I was expecting like normal, maybe.
No, there's a
No.
page with like a 20. It's like a 20-page description of a tree.
Yeah, that's a fair
Yeah.
point.
I
That's
couldn't.
That's a very fair
I
point.
It
love
was
Lord of the
so
Flies
bad.
and Anthem. I really liked
I
Anthem.
really liked Anthem.
I thought it
And
was
the
really
only thing that
cool.
confused me, I was like,
dystopian.
is he with someone or is he not?
Yeah,
I
I
can't tell it. Like
don't.
I'd forget because
Yeah.
I'd like start reading it again in the middle. I'm like, do you have a friend with you,
Yeah,
or are you
like,
like
what?
alone?
And the way I loved Anthem. I thought it was really
No, I
clever
loved
and
Anthem. It was such a good book.
All my friends hated it though.
Really?
Yeah, but I loved
No, I
it.
hated Lord of the Flies.
I
loved
don't remember Lord of the
Anthem.
Flies.
It was,
Lord of the Flies,
I don't know.
it's blocked from my brain. My dad loved Lord of the Flies. I was
My
like,
dad loves it.
how?
I didn't
Ow.
mind it. I honestly didn't.
Well, your
I don't
mom read
mind
it to
reading
you.
it.
so-
That's a fair point.
Maybe
No,
if you
it was-
actually read it.
It was either my mom was gonna
Did you
have to read
guys-
it to me, or I was gonna have to like audiobook it on YouTube.
Did you guys read the story with the lady who turned into like a fox?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we could not stop giggling
so
about
bad.
it. It was
What was
so
that?
bad. I don't know, but it was just like she put on a fur coat and then she
and
started like
slowly-
eating raw meat.
And then
I
she
know,
was
it
like
made me
crawling.
It made me
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
No, it made me
Hunter's-
so uncomfortable. Like
a quote
you know those sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're
you.
good. A quote from Hunter is, "She went in all fours. That is a furry action." I think it's so funny.
No, the way she like
you know
got
those-
out of the car and then just like
yes. Oh, that was
got
so
down and started running.
weird.
It was so abrupt too.
It
Like she was
was.
normal, and then all of a sudden she's in the woods, feral.
All
like,
because
Oh.
of a fur coat.
yeah, that
But,
was
like-
that's not real. There's no
But
way.
like you remember those books that like I can't
Ava,
remember
are
what
you
they're
There's no-
called.
considering that it's real?
You know those books? They were like I don't know, something in
How did they come up with that? First
I
of all?
don't know, but the books where it's like just the covers is like a person slowly turning into like an animal.
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking about the entire time. I was like, what is this? What am I what am I reading right now?
I know.
Nobody knows.
Okay, next.
All right.
What even was the last question? I
I don't know.
Should books
Always.
or movies actually be judged by the cover because people do actually?
Oh, I
put work into
judge
that?
I judge books
I
by the
do,
cover so hard.
But I don't think they should
They
because some
shouldn't?
books have terrible covers and it's so
But
good, and
yeah.
vice versa.
if I like
Like at first glance, if I'm like trying to look, I'm looking through a bunch of books. If I see a cool cover, I'm gonna actually look at it.
Yeah.
But like just to catch my eye. But usually I don't care if they're pretty. I'll probably give it a chance.
yeah.
It
My
definitely
problem is I
sways
don't
my
care enough.
Oh,
Well,
it
well, like
definitely
if like
sways my opinion, but it shouldn't like.
That's
Yeah.
I
the
don't know. It shouldn't.
only reason
it
I'll pick
doesn't
up a
relate
book
to it.
because I just hate reading so much or
Well-
watching movies. So I'm like, oh, that looks funny. And then-
Movie
Okay,
covers
movie
should be
should be
Okay.
judged.
should yeah.
But for books, sorry, for books, like there's been times where like if a book cover just looks so bad, I will pick it up and like I will flip through it and like read a couple of pages, and if it's bad on the
Yeah.
inside, that's when I put it down.
Yeah.
But if like a cover is good, it like actually kind of breaks my heart when a cover is like so good, and then you open a page and it's like the most secondhand embarrassment. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't think I can read
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
like you read past it, it's like how is this 10 pages
I
long?
know.
Like I can't do secondhand embarrassment.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Inside Out 2, I walked out of the theater
Oh.
for a couple of seconds just to compose myself because I was like, "What is happening?" Like it was a good movie. It was a good representation, but
I don't think
just
I
got
could watch
so-
it. I hated the first one. I don't think I'm ever.
Really?
What was that?
I hated the first one.
Why?
I cried. It's
Dude,
so,
I cried
I
so
feel like I
hard.
relate to it, and it
Oh,
like makes
I-
me so sad. I can't even talk.
I don't
about
because my
it.
parents aren't married.
Oh.
So
I think it was more or less the fact that they had emotions, and I've just decided that I don't like those. And so I was
I'm an emotionless character.
have emotions, so
I can't
relate
different than all of you. I only feel anger.
Yeah, I have one emotion.
No,
that's
I-
anger.
I really didn't like that they
Anger
were
and
there.
murder's the only thing on my mind.
I really didn't like that they were
loved
there.
the first
That was like
movie.
the entire point of the
I
movie.
know.
the entire plot.
I know, but
I loved it.
I did not like
the
it.
second one as
Oh,
much though.
I didn't really. I liked the representation. Like I liked how they portrayed anxiety
cool. I don't
attacks
know
because
how
that was
they-
like, yeah, but
I
like
don't know how they
didn't
could have made
get
it better, but I just didn't like it.
Um,
Especially, it doesn't compare to the
Maybe
first
not
movie.
Riley shoving her own teammate for the
Oh.
pug.
Yeah.
Oh, that bugged me so much.
Yeah.
I tweaked out.
You know what movie I also didn't like that I get a lot of hate for? I don't like Finding Nemo.
I
have
haven't
mixed
really
feelings.
watched
Okay.
it. I haven't watched it in so long. I just remember
Like-
it mentally drains me so much.
I just
There's
don't like
certain
it.
parts where I like, but then the rest of it's like I don't actually really get
Yeah.
the point. Like I feel a fish wouldn't care.
I
Like,
I think
they
I
would not care.
I get really mad at Dory all the time.
Oh,
Dory
yeah,
makes me mad.
no.
I feel like you kind of remind me of Dory sometimes.
Hey!
so funny. Considering she just said she didn't like Dory.
I hate Dory.
I hate Dory. Oh, she reminds me of you. Now I hate myself.
Like I
Like
did
she already
before.
did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Next,
Next.
okay,
Gotta
let's
lock
find
in.
one. Should there be a real life battleship?
Yes.
Not with real people. I don't.
Oh,
think.
that ruins the entire fun of it.
What?
No, I think we should
like
set
cargo,
up like
just little cargo
yeah, like
ships.
cargo
Not like
ships.
Yeah.
intensely like.
Well, that's
'cause
kinda what
the
the
thing,
battleships
like,
on, like,
YouTubers
the
do
game.
that.
I
Like,
feel
they
like-
do real battleships.
yeah. I feel like we should. I feel like that should be.
You
a
know
thing
those
that
little
can go
like
do.
That'd be
water
so fun,
water
actually.
boats at like fairs,
Yeah.
not fairs. Yeah, fairs.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Amusement parks, whatever they're
Yeah.
called. Like those little water boats.
Like it for
basically
fun.
that, but you can actually sink it.
I
Yeah.
think.
And
I
then
think
You're not strapped in, so you can like get out.
I think that they should do like old broken boats and just like put them out there, and you get to pick like where they get anchored,
That'd be
and then you have to like
Boat
there's
races, but you're
actual-
allowed to hit the other
you're
people.
allowed to sink.
You're allowed to throw rocks at their heads. I threw a rock
Oh.
at a kid's head once.
My brother threw a rock at my head.
Well, okay, I had a really good.
Now there's a scar there.
My
I
brother
have
hit
a-
me in the face with
I
a
have
golf
a
club.
scar on my head because of a metal gate. But anyways, back to the rock throwing thing. So I had this old neighbor when I lived up in the mountains, and he peed on me. And I was like 4, by
What?
the way. I was like 4,
Oh.
and like when he came back down, I was a little upset, and I picked a rock bigger than my head, and I chucked it at him. It hit him right in the head, I actually don't know if he got a concussion because I kind of moved like a month after that, and we didn't talk after that. So I have no idea what happened to that kid. I think he's alive.
I don't think we want to know what happened to that
He's
kid.
alive. He's fine. He might just be a little special now.
And we know whose fault that was.
His. He peed on me. What was I supposed to do? I was
Anyway. Do you want to do Would You Rathers now?
Sure.
Okay, moving on. Would you rather go skydiving or scuba diving?
Skydiving. I've already told my dad when I'm 18 he has to take me and he has to jump with me and then I'm
I
jumping
get
on
to
by
do
myself.
both.
Um,
I don't know.
I want to do
yeah.
shallow scuba diving. Like, I feel like that'd be fun, like seeing coral reefs or whatever. But skydiving scares me. I don't
I'm
like
actually
heights.
I want to
getting
jump by myself.
Okay, no, because skydiving. From what I've heard, my sister's like absolutely terrified of heights, but she went skydiving and she's like, it's a lot different. Like it's. I don't know how, because I've never gone skydiving,
Yeah.
but somehow it's like different than like. Yeah.
I
I don't know how to explain it.
I want my skydiving
But
license.
I get to.
I don't
My
know, it
dad's working on
scares
getting me
me.
scuba certified actually.
That'd
over
be
the
cool.
summer,
My dad
so-
really wants to go scuba diving.
My dad's scuba certified and he loves it. Like,
That's cool.
but one time I was snorkeling and he was scuba diving. He just kind of was crawling in the ground. He did not notice how many sea urchins were under there, and then he like
Oh,
lifted his hand. He's like,
no.
that kind of hurt.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so bad.
Also, there is
Ow.
a lot more. There's a lot more dangers to scuba diving because you have to worry about like
your blood.
your blood.
Oh,
If you go too
right.
deep, you cannot panic at all. Like if you're claustrophobic, it's not for you
No.
because you just get like the water
The
pressure.
pressure.
That
That's
you go
scary,
down.
actually.
Also,
I pick
pufferfish
skydiving
and
now, I think.
dolphins. I don't like dolphins.
I've heard some great things about dolphins.
I have, like,
School
anyway.
appropriate,
very
family
anyway.
friendly,
big
right?
hatred for dolphins. I love sharks though. Sharks are like my favorite.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay. Moving on. Moving
on.
Are you like more of a morning person or like a nighttime person?
Middle of the day.
Real.
Yeah.
Catch me in my good hours
Okay.
of 1 to 3.
I know.
Middle of
that's
the
literally
day
me.
and then like
After
the middle of the
lunch.
night.
No.
Oh, I'm awake. Like I don't. Okay,
I go to
In
bed
the
at like
mornings, I'm
9:30.
cooked.
that
I'm
is.
cooked in the mornings. I love like 10:30 is when I have the most fun with myself. Like
Yeah.
I just am like fun doing my own thing at like 10:30 at night, and also like after lunch, like that time, I'm pretty good.
I'm
or
good.
like during lunch. But
This is weird,
otherwise,
actually.
I have no.
No, I'm
'Cause
like
energy
1
or
to
anything.
6.
I don't know. I tend to go to bed really late and then I wake up really early. So it's like after lunch, I'm like, I think I'm dying. Cause I get so like drained.
No, I go to bed at
But
like,
I'm like I'm a night person. I am so much more active during the night. Like I actually like doing stuff.
Yeah.
There's been
When
multiple
I clean my
times-
room, it's at night.
Yeah, I rearranged my room once at like 3 a.m. just because I got bored. But there's also been times where I've just walked into my dad's room. I'll hear his alarm going off at 3 a.m. too, and I'm like, he won't wake up to it, so I'll wake him up to it, and I'll just start yapping. Like I haven't been
My
to sleep
parents
at
would
all.
be so angry at me.
Oh, my dad needs to wake up. Just on Tuesday, he had his alarm at 3 a.m. and I could hear it, and I was like, ugh, turn that off. So I went into it, I tapped him. It scared him awake, by the way. And then he hit the snooze button. And so 10 minutes later, I heard it again. I was like,
Oh
I'm
my
actually going to
gosh.
throw something at you.
Yeah.
Twice this happened. He didn't actually wake up until 3:30. I was like, why?
That's terrible. Do you prefer phone calls or texting?
don't call me.
Don't
I
call me.
hate phone calls.
No. Oh,
especially with family members. Just get me off the phone.
I have this grandpa. I cannot do it. It's so bad. He always calls me at the worst times too. But then he like talks to my dad about it. He's like, she just never answers my calls. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was at work.
Yeah.
I can't answer your call. But
I
like,
love texting
he'll-
people. Calls.
he'll go
We're done.
on and on and on. Like I can just like I'll put my phone down. I'll walk away for a little bit, come back and be like, yeah,
And
and
he
then I'll walk
doesn't
away,
even
and it'll
notice.
go on for an hour.
That's so
I
annoying.
only call people if I have like something really complicated to
Yeah,
talk.
and I don't want to
Yeah.
put it through text.
Because like,
But,
that's
like,
Or if
calling
I don't
people
want to
for
even call
fun.
people, I do voice memos because I'm like I don't even you might not even pick up.
Yeah.
But I hate when people are like, "Are you busy?" and you're like, "No," and then you get a call and it's
I-
like, "No."
Actually,
Just because
my
I'm not
mom
busy.
Just called me.
Oh,
yeah.
and it's like you don't answer. And it's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm
I-
on the phone with my grandma right now."
The only times I've ever called my friends is if we're like playing a video game
Yeah.
or something. That's valid.
Or like if if it's video games or if it's like something I really
Yeah.
really need to talk about.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't
I'll
want
text
calls.
you.
If I
Yeah,
really
I'll
need to
Or
get
talk to
someone's
you in
attention.
Actually, I probably won't even text you. I'm really bad about texting.
Really?
I don't respond to people. No, I had a girl invite me to her graduation party, and
Oh.
she's like, I've known this girl for like 7 years, and
Ugh.
she was like, "Hey, come if you can," and like sent me your little grad invite, and I didn't respond.
No,
And now it's been 2 days, and now I feel bad. But I'm like, if I do it now, she's gonna think I'm weird.
No,
Just
it's so
do
bad. I'm
it.
so bad at responding. Like, so I had this friend in elementary school, and because I moved schools, we lost contact. But she like, because my dad ran into, this was in 7th grade, by the way,
Okay.
and my dad ran into her mom, and we got exchanged numbers through that. And I'm so bad at like replying, because I'll think about it mentally, and then I'll just be like, oh, I thought I responded. No, I just responded in my head. But she no longer talks to me because she got really annoyed that I never responded to her. But also, she tried texting me a lot when I was in.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway, we gotta go. So here you go.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Eagles and Airwaves. Until next time, stay bold, stay gold, and keep soaring high.